G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to this bloke here. He also has an electronics channel, and he was friendly enough to give me a shout out, even though his channel is not very big itself. It's bigger than mine, but it's not big in the grand scheme of things, and he's given me a shout out. And I only asked him in the comment section. I didn't even email him, and he did it for me. So please go check out his channel. He does a lot of cool different videos. He builds kits, fixes amplifiers, all different sorts of electronics. There's some educational videos on there, like you can see an example of one right there. Anyway, that's Astro's Electronics Lab. I'll leave a link in the description, as he did on his channel for my channel. With that being said, I was going to upload a video now. I was literally just about to start working on the negative voltage follower for this panel meter, and I probably still will actually do that video and that work today, but it's going to get uploaded after this one because one of my mates asked me if I could fix his bike, and it's an e-bike. I've got it in here. I've had to take the chair out the lab to fit it in here. So what it is the pins and some of the plastic on this connector are completely mongolated, and the female receiving end's not in any better shape either. So we're going to cut that off. That's why I've pulled some extra cable through. We're going to strip back the 3 little wires inside, solder them, individually heat shrink them, and then more heat shrink over the whole lot. Maybe 2 layers even. And again, down here, this one's only got 2 wires in it. It's just for the headlight. That one there's actually for the manual throttle if you're not using the pedal sensor. So I'm just going to duck up the road and get some shopping quickly, and I'll be back. You guys won't notice a difference in the time because I splice my videos together now. So I'll be back soon. Okay guys, so we're back. I'm going to start off with this top connector. It's got 3 wires in it. Now I don't know that the wires are the same color in each plug, so there is a chance that I'm going to have to essentially stick my multimeter, one leg of my multimeter into the remaining base of the pin and the wire on the back to work out what wire goes where, but I think we'll be alright. I can already see where the plug lines up because where it's broken here, the other part of it's actually in the other half of the plug, so I'm going to leave much wire on the back, just enough that I can get my meter into it if I absolutely have to. Looks like it's the same to me. Let's see. Yeah, got that there. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got a grey wire, a black wire, and a red wire in this one. And we've got the same on this side, a grey, a red, and a black. Just make sure you guys can see. Yep, cool. Alright. I'm just going to tighten my wire strippers up a bit more because I've got to strip these little wires now. That purple one can be stripped just a little bit longer. You beauty. Alright, now for the other side. I know this is a very, very basic video in comparison to most of my content, but I decided everything that comes in for repair I'm going to upload. So anything I've got to fix for myself, anything I've got to fix for friends when I start my business. Don't like the way that's stripped. I've got plenty of length. I'm just going to re-strip this in. I don't like the way it's stripped. My wire stripper was done up a bit too hard for this cable. Alright. I'm happy with that. I'll just twist up all the wires and get them ready to tin. I think I might strip one of these leads back just a little bit longer so that I've got enough space to slide my bits of heat shrink on the wires. I might be able to get it like that. I'll just take a little bit more off this one cable. And I'm going to cut 3 pieces of heat shrink ready. And the big outer piece. What I might do actually, so where the join is, I'll put a piece and I'll shrink that over it, and then I'll slide the other piece up and I'll shrink that over that. So that'll go down first, then that. Solder iron's gone to sleep. Get these wires ready to tin. Alright. Just give me a moment, I'm just going to get this kitten out of the workshop. Sorry about that. Right. Let the tinning process start. I don't know what it is about the wire that they use on these Chinese e-bikes, but every e-scooter and e-bike that I've worked on, when it comes to tinning the wires, it really takes a while. Like, it doesn't like to take the solder. And yeah, it is copper wire, I've checked. I have come across some that have got that steel wire with the copper coating on it. Absolute junk stuff, but no, you can tell. I can tell by feeling this. It's nice and soft and bendy. It is actually copper, but it just doesn't like to take solder properly. Right, we'll do the purple wire first. It's supposed to be red, but it's a reddish purple. It's a weird colour. Okay. Get the heat shrink straight over that before the heat from the soldering iron. I mean the heat from the wire from soldering it with the iron makes the heat shrink prematurely. And come in with the hot air. And we'll just shrink that piece up. Alright, that's one done. We'll do the grey wire next. How am I going to get this? Come on. One moment, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My mate just lives around the corner and he came past because I told him I'd have his bike done around 7:30. It's now 8:05. Should probably get a move on. Told him I'm doing it now, so he's all good. No, I'm not happy with that. Much better. Ah, bloody hell. The heat shrink fell off the wire. No, it didn't fall off. I never put it on in the first place. Ah, goodness. Finally got it, and then these wires are really awkward to get into position. And now the solder's old. For anyone wondering why every so often my soldering iron falls asleep, yeah, these handles have a sensor in them, but when I bought the soldering station, it came with this cable that wasn't a heat-proof cable to the handle, this cable. So I bought some silicon cable, but it was missing one wire. So I've got, obviously, the, man, this Asian wire. Anyway, as I was saying, very hard working like this. I forgot what I was saying. If it comes back to me, I'll tell you what I was gonna say. Otherwise, I'll just keep on with this. Last but not least, the black one. I think I'll be able to get that like that. Oh, fuck. How many times am I going to fucking do this, excuse my language, without putting the heat shrink on first? And I've just splashed solder on my foot. Ow. I'm not used to working standing up like this. I'm used to sitting down at my bench. But the only way I can get this on camera in here at the moment without a tripod is to do this. So oh, that was a miracle. Some of these wires are just awkward. It's right once you get it, but getting it in position, getting it to line up, because it's got tension on both sides and the wire's fairly stiff itself. But there we go, that's those three joined together nicely. So I'll slide this first sleeve up first and put that over there. Whoa. Right. And then we'll come in with the second tube and put that about there. It's almost like nothing ever happened. Alright, I'll just move you guys down so that you can see the other cable. There we go. Right. There's plenty more cable in the frame if you're wondering how I was able to get that extra bit of length up there for the top wire. Same with this one, there's plenty here. No shortage. We'll still stuff this back up in the frame so that should something happen again in the future and we have to rejoin wires, there's plenty of excess cable left in the frame. Go about there. White and black. This one, I'll go about there. Double the length. I can already tell you now this is going to be awkward to get these two together. I could go get helping hands and all that crap and set something up here to like hold it for me, but it's alright, I reckon I'll get it. And hey, if I do fuck up a centimetre of cable, well, we'll just cut back another centimetre. The main thing is I want this soldered and I want the wires individually heat shrinked and then heat shrinked again and then again. So it's nice and waterproof and vibration proof, shake proof, whatever you want to think of it as. It's a bike, it gets ridden around. Right. I'll start off and I'll tin these wires first. do these ones second because these are the easier ones. Right. Cut them to a reasonable length. Cool. Right, I need 2 more little pieces of heat shrink. Okay. Right. Let's solder these 2 together. You know what? This isn't going to be that hard. If I can hold the wire with the heat shrink on it. You know what? I should have stripped that side. I've just come up with an idea. It doesn't matter. I got this. I'll just hold that wire there. I was going to say I should have stripped the stripped this one longer and put the heat shrink on it because I could just like leave it sitting there, but we'll get it this way. Whatever works. I know in terms of you guys getting a view, this is probably not going to be the best video, but I'm doing my best with what I've got, alright? Oh, I forgot the bloody heat shrink again. How many times am I going to do that on this job? Well, I can't do it anymore because this is the last one. You gotta be kidding me. I forgot to put the bloody big heat shrink on too. Tell you what, if I was going to edit one of my videos to remove my mistakes, this would be the one. Oh, God. Threw my soldering iron across the room too. I tell you guys, if I was going to edit mistakes out, this would be the one. But no, I'm not about that. If I'm having a bad day and I'm not doing the best, you'll see. Alright, try that again. Silly me. What was I expecting? No heat shrink. Alright. Oh, my soldering iron's gone to sleep. So that's the reason why I pre-tinned the wires too, is because I wasn't planning on twisting them together. I knew I was just going to hold them next to each other and reflow them. And I wanted, you can't, as I've explained in previous videos, you can't carry solder to stuff to solder it unless you're reflowing something. And even then you still got to be bloody quick because the solder does oxidize and turn to shit basically after a while. You can tell by what by having a look at the solder really, because the solder won't have that nice shiny look anymore. It'll start to appear dull and it won't stick to what you're soldering properly. Just get the heat shrink on there quickly before it shrinks. Oh, yeah, I'm hitting everything. Something I've noticed with heat shrinking wire, if you're in a tight space and you don't have much length of wire to slide the heat shrink back away from where you're soldering, because the wire's going to get hot from soldering. As you actually go to solder the wire, if the heat shrink's too close, the heat shrink will shrink up on you, and then you can't get it over your joint. I'll tell you, that can be really annoying. Okay, I reckon if I can just... Don't laugh, I just want a bit of solder there, so I can just touch it to the top of my iron as I go to do this. It's all about the technique, especially when you don't have many hands free. Oh my god. I can't believe this. I've done it again, guys. Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to upload this video. You know what, guys? Bugger it. I'll upload the video. You guys are going to think I'm an idiot watching this. Oh, I guess you get to see someone mucking around soldering the same bit of wire together over and over again. What was I thinking? You know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to put the big pieces of heat shrink on first so I can't screw up like that. The bloody wire strippers are cutting into the wire now. What's going on here? Back to perfect again. Who knows? Alright, this time we're going to make sure we put the big pieces of heat shrink on first. Because I'm starting to get annoyed redoing the same thing over and over again because I keep forgetting my heat shrink. To be honest, it's probably because I'm talking to you guys and I'm in a hurry, but oh man, I'm really not having a good day. My soldering iron's base, well not the base unit that controls the temperature, but the bit that holds this piece, I just flipped it across the table. So that'll be another video, actually, what I was mentioning before about the soldering iron, how it doesn't have the right cable on it. This is a silicon heat-proof cable. The reason I did that, I think, is probably obvious. You know, you can't do that with the plastic one. But the disadvantage of it, like I said, it's missing a conductor, so I can't use the shake sensor, the tilt switch that they put inside the handle that tells the base unit that you're using it. So basically my base unit doesn't know that this is getting moved around, it doesn't wake up, so I have to press the temperature up and down button on it to bring it out of standby. It's slightly annoying because I have to press the temperature up or down button, and then that moves it up or down a degree, so then I've got to press the other button to put it back. So I will be buying a new piece of cable, silicon, but I think this is 5 core. I can't remember. I think this has got 5 cores in it and I needed 6 core off of memory. Before I continue talking, let's put the important parts on so I don't forget them this time and have to do this again. Plenty of cable here. I mean, you know, I could probably do this another 20 times, but yeah, let's not do that. Alright, we've got all of our heat shrink on in advance this time so that we can't forget. Why am I saying we? It's not you guys, it's me. So I can't forget. Alright. You beauty. Hey, what more can you ask for when they just line up, eh? Don't even have to hold it in place. Maybe to a degree, but hey. Well, that went a lot quicker, didn't it? Yeah. Ooh. I keep getting this little bit hooked on everything. When I'm grabbing it from over there, I'm grabbing the power cable that goes up to my fume extractor. And just then I got it hooked on this cable. There we go. Done. With heat shrink this time. Silly me for forgetting the heat shrink. Anyways. Trying to work out how I want that. Oh, so I didn't really want it on that side of that cable, did I? You know what, that's actually good because it makes it bend off the actual cable instead of off the heat shrink. Taking strain off of that. Let me just see how it moves with the steering, because the last thing I want is it to bend up and break. Yeah, that does move a bit actually. What's it like that? Oh yeah, beautiful. Can't ask for more than that, can you? Tuck that in as much as I can get it in there. Just hit the heat shrink. Alright, I am very happy with that. What do you reckon? That wire doesn't have much movement on it at all. So we'll give it a quick test. I don't know exactly. All I do know is before, I'll just wait for that fan to turn off so you guys can hear it. Well, you know, I'll turn the phone around a bit. You'll better see the wheel too. I know before the pedal assist worked because I tried. So that's with the pedal assist, but the manual throttle did not work. Let's see if that works now. Hey, okay. So the manual throttle is this top cable this top cable that we did first, that's the manual throttle. And the bottom cable, that's the headlight. So I don't actually know how to turn the headlights on this. I can't see a button for it. Maybe it's on like an app on the phone via Bluetooth. Yeah, I think it is. Oh well, that's all good. We know it works. The wires are soldered together, so that's it done. Now I can get back to my jobs. Alright, I'm gonna splice these videos together and upload them. You guys are probably gonna have a massive laugh at me, but whatever. I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Please do not forget to check out Astro's Electronics Lab. He gave me a shout out. It's only fair I give him a shout out, and I really hope you guys check out his videos. Alright, see you in the next one, guys. Stay tuned.